Welcome to my podcast. Today I will be talking about the World Cup of Hockey. I will be unveiling the final rosters and making predictions on the tournament. On a side note, originally I was going to do a Pacific Division preview for the NHL, but the World Cup of Hockey is taking place now, so I decided to do a podcast on it today. As I said in the opening, I will unveil the rosters I will place them in the order that I think that they will finish in the tournament. Number 8, Team Czech Republic. The forwards are Jakub Voracek, Ondrej Palat, David Pastrnak, Tomas Plekanec, Michael Frolik, Alex Hemsky, Milan Michalek, Radek Faksa, Vladmir Sobotka, Mikkel Boedker, Roman Cervenka, and Dmitrij Jaskin. The defensemen are Andrej Sustr, Zbynek Michalek, Jakub Nakladal, Roman Polak, Michal Jordan, and Tomas Kundratek. The goals are Petr Mrazek, Michal Neuvirth, and Ondrej Palat. Team Czech Republic really has their work cut out for them in this tournament. They already do not have the most talent in the world, and their 4 best players in this tournament, or on the team, withdrew due to injury. This leaves them with subpar talent and a subpar defensive core compared to the rest of the teams in this tournament. If Czech Republic wants to have any shot at winning any of these games, Petr Mrazek needs to be a brick wall, and Jakub Voracek needs to play like a star player. 7, Team Europe. Forwards, Anze Kopitar, Marian Hossa, Marian Gaborik, Matt Zuccarello, Frans Nielsen, Leon Draisaitl, Mikkel Boedker, Tobias Reider, Tomas Tatar, Nino Neiderreiter, Jannik Hansen, Thomas Zbynek, and Pierre-Edouard Bellemare. Defensemen are Roman Josi, Zdeno Chara, Mark Streit, Andrej Sekera, Christian Ehrhoff, Dennis Seidenberg, and Luca Sbisa. Goalies are Jaroslav Halak, Thomas Greiss, and Philipp Grubauer. Team Europe has some very good individual talent on offense. However, their defensive core and goaltending is somewhat weak compared to the other teams in this tournament. This team has many character guys that will give 100% every game, but this tournament has other teams that are loaded up and down the lineup. So that is not going to be enough. In order for Team Europe to win games in this tournament, they need their star players like Kopitar and Josi to be not just star players, superstar players, and their goalies to play very well, almost a brick wall like. 6, Team Russia. Forwards, Alex Ovechkin, Evgeni Malkin, Vladimir Tarasenko, Evgeny Kuznetsov, Nikita Kucherov, Pavel Datsyuk, Artemi Panarin, Artem Anisimov, Nikolai Kulemin, Vladislav Nemesnikov, Evgeny Dadonov, Vladimir Shipashov, sorry I butchered that, Ivan Telegan. The defensemen are Andrei Markov, Dmitry Orlov, Dmitry Kulikov, Alexei Marchenko, Nikita Zaitsev, and Alexei Yemelin. The goalies are Sergei Bobrovsky, Andrei Vasilevsky, and Semyon Varlamov. It's the same deal with Russia every year. They still not changed. They still have not changed their philosophy of a high firepower run and gun offense. Yes, their individual skill may be spectacular, but their teamwork is subpar. When Russia plays good teams, they just don't have the time and space to make fancy moves. So as a result, they end up getting blown out. So they do not do good in those games because they do all of their work individually. Compared to other teams in the tournament, their goaltenders are somewhat weak heading into the tournament. It certainly doesn't help that their defensive core is relatively weak as well. Fifth, Team Sweden. Forwards, Henrik Sedin, Daniel Sedin, Nicholas Backstrom, Philip Forsberg, Gabriel Landeskog, Louis Eriksson, Patrick Hornquist, Jacob Silfverberg, Carl Hagelin, Ricard Raquel, Carl Soderberg, Marcus Kruger, and Mikkel Backlund. Defensemen, Erik Karlsson, Victor Hedman, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, Hampus Lindholm, Anton Strawman, Matthias Ekholm, and Nicholas Jomelson. Goalies, Henrik Lundqvist, Jacob Markstrom, and Jonas Enroth. Sweden has arguably the most lethal defense in the tournament next to Team Canada and have a superstar goalie in Henrik Lundqvist. Many expect Team Sweden to do well in this tournament, but their forwards are looking considerably weaker than in previous years and previous tournaments. And the loss of Henrik Zetterberg in this tournament will be a big one. The most noticeable weakness for the Swedes here is a lack of a natural sniper. There is no pure goal scorer on this team. Even though Sweden's defense and goaltending is stellar, they may find it hard to score goals, which could be a problem. Team Finland, fourth. Alexander Barkov, Mikko Koivu, Patrick Laine, Mikael Granlund, Jussi Jokinen, Leo Komarov, Valtteri Filppula, Toivu Teravainen, Sebastian Aho, Jonas Donskoi, Jarli Tara, Eric Holla, and Lauri Korpakowski make up the forwards. Defense, Olli Mana, Rasmus Ristolainen, Sami Vatanen, Jari Jokopaka, Billy Polka, Esa Lindell, and Sami Lepesto. Goalies, Tuukka Rask, Pekka Rinne, and Mikko Koistinen. On paper, Finland does not look all that intimidating, but over the last couple of years and last couple of tournaments, they have proved to be a legitimate threat in every single international tournament they play in. Their play style isn't flashy. They don't have a superstar player, but they have a group of guys that work great as a team, and they have great goaltending. Finland has clearly found a recipe for success on the international level. Third, Team North America. Forwards, Connor McDavid, Johnny Gaudreau, Nathan McKinnon, Brandon Saad, Mark Scheifele, Jonathan Drouin, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Jack Eichel, Dylan Larkin, Sean Couturier, Vincent Trocheck, JT Miller. Defense, Aaron Ekblad, Morgan Riley, Seth Jones, Ryan Murray, Jacob Trouba, Shane Gostisbehere, and Colton Parayko. Goalies, Matt Murray, John Gibson, and Connor Hellebuyck. Team North America is the team to watch out for in this tournament. Their team speed is next level, and they have multiple game breakers on this team. The forwards playing in the top 9 are all elite level talents already, and their top 4 consists of players that will eventually be first pair defensemen for many years down the road. Matt Murray has already shown that he's capable of performing under pressure. This puts Team North America in position to be a real, legit threat in this tournament. Team USA, second. Forwards, Patrick Kane, Joe Pavelski, Zach Parise, Max Pacioretty, Blake Wheeler, Derek Stepan, Ryan Kessler, David Backes, Brandon Dubinsky, TJ Oshie, James Van Riemsdyk, Kyle Palmieri, and Justin Abdelkader. Defense, Ryan Suter, Dustin Byfuglien, John Carlson, Ryan McDonough, Eric Johnson, Matt Niskanen, and Jack Johnson. Goalies, Ben Bishop, Corey Schneider, and Jonathan Quick. Team USA will be a very tough, bruising, and physical team to play against. Not only do they have high caliber skill, they have a bunch of high character players that are willing to put their body on the line to win the game. If this team does have a weakness, is that they do not have a natural number 1 center. Joe Pavelski normally plays the wing on his regular team, so it may take some time to get used to playing center. The strength of this team is definitely the depth of the goalies. They have 3 great goalies to choose from. It will be a tough decision to choose one from them. USA is looking to redeem themselves on the world stage after a couple years of disappointment. 1. Team Canada. Forwards, Sidney Crosby, John Tavares, Steven Stamkos, Claude Giroux, Jonathan Toews, Patrice Bergeron, Tyler Seguin, Ryan Getzlaf, Corey Perry, Matt Duchene, Logan Couture, Brad Marchand, and Joe Thornton. Defense, Drew Doughty, Shea Weber, Duncan Keith, Brent Burns, Alex Pietrangelo, Mark Edward Vlasic, Jay Bouwmeester, and Jake Munson. Goalies, Carey Price, Braden Holtby, and Corey Crawford. Let's be real here. If anyone tells you that Team Canada is their favorite in this tournament, they are seeing things with tinted vision. Because just look at the names on this roster. Every single forward on this team is a star player. And they have 2 of the best goalies in the NHL right now. 5 of their defensemen play on their top defensive pair for their respective teams. And they don't even have PK Subban on their team. Canada is stacked beyond belief. It's unreal. You could make a Team B, and it would still be better than some of these other teams in this tournament. The predictions in this tournament, Canada gets the gold, USA gets the silver, and Team North America gets the bronze. Of course, these are just predictions. There are some things that happen in a game that you just can't predict. But these are just the most logical picks based on the rosters that I see. Next, this also, just to wrap up this podcast, this will do it for this podcast and this World Cup of Hockey 2016 final roster and predictions episode. Next, I will be previewing the Pacific Division in the NHL.